No matter how badly you want to change your life, you always end up in the same place? You set goals. You watch motivational videos. You tell yourself this time it's different. But somehow, the old habits come back. The fear creeps in. You sabotage the very thing you say you want. And then, the worst part. You start believing maybe you're not good enough. But here's the truth nobody told you. The part of you that's holding you back is the part you don't even see. It's the shadow, the hidden fears, beliefs, and wounds you've buried for years. And unless you face it, it will quietly run your life. In this video, I'll show you why no matter how much you want to become something, you can't. Let's begin. You want to become something, but something inside you keeps pulling you back. No matter how many books you read, no matter how much you want it, no matter how loud you scream inside, you keep waking up as the same person. Let me tell you a secret nobody says out loud. It's not your habits. It's not your environment. It's not even your trauma. It's something older than all of that. It's a pattern so ancient, it's almost invisible. You weren't raised to become yourself. You were trained to survive others. From the moment you were born, you were reading faces more than books. You studied how to please, how to shrink, how to suppress the strange, the loud, the wild parts of you, just to keep love close. You were never taught to ask, what do I want to be? You were taught to ask, what version of me will be accepted? That, right there, is the origin of the split. Inside you, there is a self that never grew up. Not because it didn't want to, but because it wasn't allowed to. Every time you didn't speak up, every time you acted happy when you were hurting, every time you betrayed your truth just to keep the peace, you carved out a piece of yourself and buried it in a grave called normal. Now those pieces are haunting you. You think you're procrastinating? You're not. You're in a silent rebellion. There's a part of you that refuses to build a future on top of a self you don't even recognize anymore. That's your soul saying, I won't go any further until you come back for me. You see, growth isn't linear. It's not this perfect, clean staircase of goals and checklists. Real growth is circular. You keep returning to the same wound, to the same pattern, to the same emotional ground zero. Why? Because the parts of you that never had a voice don't want success. They want acknowledgement. They want integration. You can't evolve if you keep leaving parts of yourself behind. Let me drop something heavy. Your shadow isn't sabotaging you. It's grieving. It's grieving the moments you abandoned your truth to be good. It's grieving the years you wore masks so well that even you forgot what was underneath. It's grieving the fact that the real you was never actually seen, just managed, filtered, muted, and now every time you try to become something new, your shadow rises up and whispers, "What about me?" And here's the cruel irony. Most people keep trying to become something without ever fully becoming themselves. So they chase success that doesn't satisfy. They create art that feels hollow. They reach goals, but feel emptier with every step. Because when you build your future by abandoning your essence, you don't evolve, you perform. That's why you feel stuck. That's why nothing works. As Nietzsche once said, one must still have chaos in oneself to be able to give birth to a dancing star. But most people aren't birthing stars. They're managing chaos, silencing it, pretending they're okay, pretending they're healed, pretending they're ready. You can't become something real if you skip the descent. The underworld is necessary. You have to go back down, into the basement of the self, where the parts you hate, the parts you fear, the parts you left behind, are waiting, not to punish you, but rejoin you. Until you go back for them, everything you build will be split in two. You want to become something? Then don't just add more skills, more knowledge, more affirmations. Go find the version of you that froze when they were told, don't be so sensitive, don't speak like that, don't dream so big. Go sit with the version of you that gave up art because it didn't make money, that stopped dancing because someone laughed, that stopped crying because no one cared. They are the key, not the adult you who performs strength, but the original you who holds your truth. This is shadow work, not journaling, not thinking positive, but honest, uncomfortable, emotional excavation. You don't become something by force. You become something by remembering who you were before the world taught you to forget. So if you've been stuck, if you've been asking yourself why you can't evolve, why you can't grow, why you're still not becoming, maybe it's not because you haven't tried hard enough. Maybe it's because you left too much of yourself behind on the way up. And life, real life, won't let you rise until you return for everything you once buried. The moment you gather all the forgotten parts of you, you won't just become something. You'll become whole, and that is everything. So maybe the question isn't, how do I become more? Maybe it's, what part of me have I abandoned in order to survive? Because once you stop trying to become someone else and start remembering who you've always been, everything changes. Your power was never missing. It was just waiting for you to come home to it. And if this message pulled something deep from within you, don't scroll past it. Sit with it, rewatch it, and share it with someone else who's been feeling stuck in a version of themselves that never fit. Because we don't heal alone, we wake each other up. So like it, share it, subscribe for more content that doesn't just motivate, but unlocks what's already inside you. This journey isn't about becoming something, it's about becoming you.